Hey, everybody, welcome. We're doing the conspiracy show. Uh, I just had a thought. I was like, people are constantly asking me, "What is it? What do you do? How do you do it? What drives you? What are you looking at whenever you go get online? I mean, how are you doing this?" Well, I figured I would show you. So here's X. What happens is I'll go to X and then I'll just start scrolling. And like here, you've got that Kennedy guy. Let's listen to what he has to say.
You can't make this stuff up. Finally, the last couple of days, the vice president goes on some show called Call Her Daddy or Call Your Daddy.
Oh yeah, call me daddy,
or
babe.
Who's
Call
your
me
daddy?
Call
or
me daddy.
something. Call me daddy. I like Who's
Yeah.
Your Daddy better. And
This
among
I
other
see.
things,
This
she's
is what I can't
talking
stand. This
about,
stupid
about
motherfucker
tampons.
talking is just
There's no
flapping
reward
his
for being
mouth,
stupid.
and I can't stand it. This is what happens. This is the reality of what happens. Is I get online and I look at something and I just go, "Who's letting this stupid motherfucker get on television?" Well, Fox is, but that's beside the point. So this is actually what I do. I just scroll and I look at what other people are looking at, and it just boggles my mind, and I sometimes just can't handle it. Now we've got they're controlling the weather bullshit. We get funny memes and stuff. But what do we got here? Military history. Ernesto Che Guevara, captured in Bolivia on this day in military history. Did you know that? 8 October 1967. By U.S. Army SF trained and CIA supported Manchego Number 2 Bolivian Rangers. I read a book by the CIA guy, Ramirez Rodriguez. I forget his name, but it's called Shadow Warrior or something. But he was the CIA guy who was there when they captured and executed Che. So interesting stories. I'm sure there's all kinds of conspiracy theories about that, but dead commie, not a big issue for me. So let's move on. What else is going on? They're controlling the weather. I have to have some comic relief, so giant military cats is one of them. That's cool. It always makes me chuckle. So I don't really understand, like, all the conspiracy theories that are going on right now are so stupid that I can't comprehend what they are. Let's see. I don't know what this is. I don't know what's going on. I'm not listening to this stuff. So there was something that was on earlier where somebody was at a Trump rally and they were asking people if they thought the earth was flat. And a remarkable number of them apparently do. And they don't think that we ever went to the moon, all that other kind of stuff. And so what happens is I start watching it and then I start losing my fucking mind. And then I just can't anymore. I just can't do it. And nothing else is popping up right now. This is amazing. Usually I get overwhelmed with bullshit, but not right now. It's amazing. So more cats. I get cats. Cats are cool. Don't judge me about the cats. Everybody needs some sort of stress relief. And I do have a lot of firearm stuff that shows up in my feed. I do have chef reactions, always entertaining.
With a whisk being submerged into a super dense food product. Last time it was peanut butter. This time it's marshmallow fluff. Could use a spoon. Could use a spatula, but fuck it.
Could have. Fuck it. Okay. I love that guy. It's very entertaining. So, look, the Robert Downey Jr. memes are back. It's always a good day. What happened? Louise Mensch deleted her account. What? Okay. Oh, maybe. Well, that's. I don't know. These are unreliable sources. Not the person who posted it. Turkey Buzzard is an alright dude, but this Jackie Singh weirdo. I don't know. You can't trust anything she puts out. She's just stupid. What do we got going on? Airplanes, orbital drop. So yeah, apparently Trump secretly sent Russia COVID tests when they, I guess, were struggling to get some. I don't. People are going to make a big conspiracy out of that. I didn't read it yet. I didn't read it to see if Trump was circumventing Congress and circumventing, sanctions and all this other stuff by doing it. I haven't looked at any of that, but on its surface, or what do I care? If Russia was in need of these things and we had them and we were able to send them to them, it's like an olive branch. Here, Russia, here we're trying to help you out. We're being nice. Stop invading everybody. It didn't work, obviously, but you know what I mean? I don't have a problem with sending. It's kind of like humanitarian aid, even though it's just a COVID test. But the Trump-Putin thing, I don't know. It's never been good. The collusion thing was never real, but it had nothing to do with actual collusion. It had to do with Russia being able to influence the voter base. So scrolling. Let's see. There was something I saw earlier, and I can't. Yep, here's Hedy Lamarr given a victory sign. It's not a peace sign. Victory sign. Stuff about the Nephilim drives me insane because most people don't even know what that means, and most people get it wrong. Oh wait, this is the one. All right, here we go.
Round or flat?
Wait. Let's rewind this.
Is the Earth round or flat?
The Earth's flat.
Flat
Do you
as
think the Earth
fuck.
is round or flat?
I know we didn't go to the moon.
See, out of
didn't go to the
nowhere,
moon?
we didn't go to the moon. Is the Earth
Why do you
flat?
say that?
Because you can't get out of the atmosphere.
Round
Can't.
or flat?
I'm not really sure.
You're not sure?
Well, it's
Be
good.
flat?
He's on the fence.
Earth round or flat?
Well, you know the answer to that.
I do.
Can you tell me what you think?
What I think is you're fucking stupid.
No, because I want to know. Tell me. Because
I
And you-
believe the Earth is round.
from NASA's pictures.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Anyone who
And
looks
you-
at you
you know
knows
of
you're
CGI,
fucking stupid.
right?
So we don't
I've heard of
even need
CGI,
an
yeah.
IQ test,
I believe in the Bible
and we don't need to
Genesis, under
ask
the
you
dome,
any
it
questions.
plainly tells you there. Under
We can tell
firmament,
just by
dome.
looking at you
So it's,
that you're
flat as a
fucking
pancake.
stupid.
Is the Earth round or flat?
The Earth's flat.
Do you think the Earth is
Flat.
round or
Fuck.
flat?
I can't
know
stand
we didn't
it.
go to-
So I get on here and then I get upset, obviously, and you see me, right now getting upset. I have a heart condition now. I can't be getting upset like this. This is ridiculous. And then Pick Cabbage is really good for posting all kinds of weird stuff like sovereign citizen things. That's another genre of fucking insane, and it's impossible to even discuss in a single video or a series of videos. And then you got these stupid fucks, these Christian nationalists, who are just like, oh, women shouldn't be allowed to vote. You got to stay in the, stay in the house. And, oh, wait a minute. What's he got? That looks like, what's he got there? I got to expand
Just simply
this.
multiply the number of total
Turn down
by
you-
two.
you
And if
fat
the husband
fuck.
votes for Harding, say,
Right,
and the wife
but
votes
no, I
for
need to
Cox,
expand
then what
the
you've done
video.
is
Let's
cancel
see.
out the voice
Yeah,
of that
he's got a
particular
Rode
household.
Pod
So
mic.
upon
It looks
discovering
like-
how they were each going to vote, what would be the harm if the two of them just stayed home for a
He's
quiet dinner
got
together?
the
in
new
order to
Rode
cancel out
Pod
one another's
mic
vote
pop
that way?
filter
Where
that
was the great
looks like the
progress supposed to be
outside of the
located?
Rode Pod mic
The net effect of
that
women's
goes over the
suffrage was
cover
not an
of the Rode
advance
Pod
in
mic
women's rights,
that looks
but rather
like
part of a
that.
push to
So-
replace covenanted
So anyway, it's a new thing that Rode put out. Like I have the big fluffy one on here, but Rode, when they came out with the Rode PodMic USB, that's what it actually looks like underneath there. See, and it's beautiful. Everyone loves it. I think it's gorgeous, and it doesn't sound too bad without the pop filter on it. But I tend to pop everywhere, so I leave it on. So you have to put one of these giant poofy things on there, and a lot of people think that looks stupid because they want this look. So Rode came out with a pop filter that looks like the outside of the Rode Pod mic. It's just, colored differently, and you can actually get them in different colors. I don't know, maybe long term I might get one, but they come with the USB version of the Rode Pod mic, which I don't have, and it costs twice as much as this one. Because if you don't want to use an audio interface or whatever, you just get the USB version. I don't have one. I have no idea what it's like. But that's just my audio nerd coming out. I know what he's got, so we're just going off the rails talking about it. So, but the controlling the weather thing, I can't. My brain. It's the same thing as the flat Earth bullshit. I can't take it. I just can't. Gun stuff. Listen, I am a supporter of the Second Amendment. I'm a gun owner. I'm a shooter. I'm a military veteran. I love shooting sports. So I am a supporter of the Second Amendment. I follow a lot of Second Amendment stuff on X and Facebook. All my friends are, what would you call it? They're sportsmen or hobbyists. So, you're just going to have to deal with that if you're watching my feed or you're talking to me online. That doesn't mean I think everyone should have a gun, because I think there is a whole lot of people out there who should not have a gun. And a lot of them are cops. So anyway, here's another thing. Elon Musk's belt buckle. Okay, now I saw this earlier. Interdimensional data streaming services, Quacks Anonymous, follows a whole bunch of stuff that, it's great. I'm happy that someone else follows these things so that I don't have to. But it's a good source if you want to look at some interesting information. And he has does he have a Substack? I don't remember. I don't know. Anyhow, we have this, they think Elon Musk's belt buckle is, satanic, because it has, a star on it and stuff. And really all it is it's a Tesla symbol, with SpaceX stuff on it over a star with a circle on it representing the state of Texas. That's back when Musk moved Tesla to Texas. He created a new logo, or that somebody created this logo that was pretty cool, Tesla, Texas. So let's go to Google and type in Tesla, Texas logo, just for fun. Pentagram, boom. And one of the first things that pops up is this. And this is exactly what his belt buckle is. It's that. Or it's something similar to that. I'm not sure if this is the official one or not. Let's go back. Because I saw one that actually says it had SpaceX where these stars are on the sides. So I'm not sure which one's actually the official one, but this is the thing that was on Tesla's website, if I'm not mistaken. Drive Tesla. Yeah, I mean, this was the symbol that was on there. Don't mess with. And then, hey, look at that. So it's not a satanic symbol. It's just a belt buckle of that same thing that they... Anyway, it's fucking stupid. It's really stupid. And so... Yeah, in the old days, I used to cover all this stuff, and I used to talk about it, and we used to debunk it, and we used to argue about things, and I used to make fun of people, and I still do, because you're still fucking stupid. But, you know what? I don't have time for that shit anymore. I just don't have time. And it's irritating. It really takes up too much of my time. It took up too much of my time, but it doesn't do any good. The number of people who believe this ignorant bullshit is growing. It's not shrinking, it's growing. So whatever approach everyone has taken to misinformation and disinformation and conspiracy theory debunking and all that, it's absolutely not working. You know why? Because the most powerful people in the world are pushing this fucking shit on people. Elon Musk and Donald Trump are pushing these stupid fucking conspiracy theories on people who are simple-minded buffoons to begin with, okay? And so you get these powerful, influential people who are pushing these things on them, and they're going to believe them. So it's expanding like exponentially. There's probably millions more people who believe these stupid conspiracy theories now than there was 10 years ago. There's definitely millions and millions and millions more people than believed all this bullshit in the 80s that the earth was flat. You might find one idiot somewhere in the 80s during the course of your life who believed that the earth was flat and that we never went to the moon. It was literally a handful of people. Now it's millions because people like Elon Musk and Donald Trump and I don't know, who are the other fucking morons who are out there spreading this stuff who have like millions of people. Tucker Carlson is pushing a whole bunch of just ridiculous bullshit on people, but they have audiences in the millions. Joe Rogan. Hey, hey, Rogan, I love you. I love your show. I love the MMA thing, the UFC stuff you do. I consider you an authority when it comes to the fight game for UFC and MMA and other things. And I consider you an authority on certain aspects of martial arts. Outside of that realm, you're fucking stupid. And you keep pushing this anti-vaccine stuff, anti-science shit, anti-medicine stuff. And then you wonder why people are like, Rogan's fucking stupid. It's because you know a lot about how to do a turning sidekick, but you don't know shit about health and fitness when it comes to medicine. You know how to work out. You know how to do cold plunges and stuff. So, maybe I would take your advice when it came to, I want to heat myself up in a sauna and then freeze my balls for, a little while in a cold plunge, because maybe there's some health benefit to it, but I'm not taking medical advice from a fucking comedian who does MMA commentary, because you're not the guy that I want to listen to. But I love your show. I love it. I don't listen all the time. I listen sometimes. I listen when you have guests on that keep you inside your wheelhouse, because when you get outside of your wheelhouse into all these other scientific subjects, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then you sound stupid. And I know you're not stupid. You're a smart guy. You think you can participate in deep conversations with scientists and doctors, and you have a bunch of lunatics on there. Just because somebody has a doctorate degree in something doesn't mean they're smart. Doesn't mean they're right. So you can't say this person is a scientist. So Joseph Mengele was a scientist. Wasn't he a doctor? He was a doctor too. You're going to have him on to talk about genetic codes? No, you're not, because not everybody who's a doctor is a fucking good doctor. I don't know. How many doctors kill people every year? Is that the doctor you want to have on to talk about your health and fitness? The guy who let patients die because he was incompetent? I don't think so. Probably still has his medical license, though. Just like all those people who are pushing, the COVID vaccine is going to make your dick fall off. And, geez, you're going to grow a second head and stuff. That was all wrong. But, they probably still have their licenses to practice medicine on somebody. And I hope to God I know who those lunatics are so that I don't go to them. I don't know. It's all too much. It's too much. So when I talk about conspiracy theories, I like to talk about fun ones, things that interest me. I like UFOs and aliens and stuff. I can talk about, bioweapons and origins of things like the COVID thing. Did it leak from a lab? That's a legitimate conversation to have. The FBI decided that it did. They were the only intelligence agency within the United States, massive intelligence organization, that believed that it was possibly a lab leak. Everybody else wrote that off and said, nah, it couldn't be, it shouldn't be, it wouldn't be. So, I can agree in part with both sides that there's a possibility that that's what happened. I don't think anybody's ever going to admit it for the next 50 or 75 years, maybe. If that is what happened, they'll just cover it up, just like they do everything else for a long time. And then someday somebody will release it and I'll be like, oh man, that was a lab leak. But everybody who was involved would be dead for a long time, so no one could be held accountable for it. And, we still don't know why there's Kennedy documents that they don't release. And you think they're going to come out and tell you who killed millions of people worldwide with a lab leak? I don't think so. I hope you're not that naive. Just don't be stupid. I don't know. I lose my mind sometimes. when I think about these things, because I don't understand why people can't think anymore. People's brains don't work. They just stopped working. And it has something to do with, I'm sure, social media and phones and, digital technology stuff. Because I don't understand how people can't think. They just don't think. I can't even say they don't think correctly. They just don't think. If they can't, they're holding this thing in their hand and they need to look at it and have someone tell them what to think. And they want to talk about indoctrination in college. Oh, they're indoctrinating the kids. No, the thing they carry in their hand is indoctrinating them. And you're not keeping the fucking morons who believe the earth is flat and that there is no such thing as space travel and that 1 times 1 equals 2. Can't keep those fucking people out of their face because it's in the palm of their hand and they're watching whatever they want to watch. And those people have millions of followers. And your children, your siblings, your parents might be some of them. So I don't know. It's failing. We're failing. The people who work in disinformation and misinformation research are failing. We're not stopping anything. So I kind of started putting less effort into it because we can talk about it, but it's not doing any good. We aren't successfully stopping anything. And all these organizations that didn't listen to me when we were talking about Russian disinformation and active measures 10 years ago, they ignored me and people like me who were warning people about it. Now they want to talk about it. Well, now you're too fucking late. It's too late. Oh, we're going to put InfoWars out of business. Really? What about the billion people that InfoWars influenced over the decades? You aren't changing them. You're going to put InfoWars out of business? Big deal. All he has to do is start another one. And he's world renowned. Everyone's going to just go, oh, man, I'm a big fan of Alex Jones. He started this new thing, And they're just going to go see it anyway. I don't know. There's no way to win. The only way to win is kind of Darwinian. Just let them fucking die. And whenever they, just stop trying to save them. Stop trying to save them. You can't. They don't want to be saved. There's no saving them. Stop trying. Just stop trying. Let them walk into traffic. Let them not look both ways. Because that's a conspiracy theory. You don't need to look both ways. That's fine. Just let them believe that and let them wind up, wherever they're going to wind up, just as long as they're not taking anybody with them. And in some cases they are, and then we're going to need to intervene. But I don't know. I can't take it all the time. It's bad for my brain because, it drives me insane. So this is me ranting. I've been ranting for 22 minutes now about this stuff. And it's just dumb. It's fucking dumb. Not everything that has 5 points on it is satanic. As a matter of fact, most of the things you think are satanic are not even satanic. Most of the things that people talk about as being satanic or Luciferian are not. First of all, Lucifer is not even the devil. People who keep referring to things as Luciferian or this Lucifer thing or this or that have never actually read the Bible, because Lucifer is not the name of the devil. That's not the devil's name. It's not. Lucifer was a term that just meant, bringer of light, the light bringer, the morning star. And they were talking about the king of Israel, the king of Babylon at the time. In that passage in the Bible, it had nothing to do with the devil, the Satan, or anything. So stop using the word. It's caught on and everybody's talking about it all the time. And now it's like, well, there's Luciferian this or Luciferian that. What, the king of Babylon came back and designed belt buckles? What the fuck is wrong with you people? Go read a book. Go read the book that you're trying to, quote from. Go read the Bible. You might actually understand that that's not what they were talking about, because it's pretty clear. It's another thing, the white nationalists and Christian nationalists who they have way too much influence, and it all started, back in the 80s, with the focus on the family and all those Christian coalition things, and now they're the residual effect of all of that. Their offspring, so to speak. They're all nutcases. And they want to have some sort of a theocracy. They want Christians to run everything. And I would like you to find one example of that in the Bible where it tells you that Christians should be in charge of anything, because there isn't any place in the Bible that says that. Render unto Caesar and all that stuff, and all the talk about being a good citizen, and especially the talk about how people in power, in civilian power, in civic power, were placed there by God, and your job is to just accept that they're there because that's what God wants, and go on with your business, go spread the gospel, go pay your tithes, and feed the hungry, and house the homeless, and put clothes on people's backs when they don't have any. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's what you're not doing. Instead, you want to take over the government. You want to take over the education system. You want to take over, the media, entertainment, the Senate, Congress, the House, the Senate, the White House, the military, industrial complex. It's insane. And it just reminds me of this whole movie, V for Vendetta. That was kind of what they had for their government, was kind of a theocratic kind of thing. Militaristic, theocratic, fascist thing. And if you give them the opportunity, that's exactly what they're going to build for you here. So it would be a good idea to put a stop to that shit before it gets out of hand. It's already out of hand. So let me rephrase that. Before it gets any worse. So anybody that you know, as far as politicians who have any association with any of these retarded motherfuckers out there who somehow believe that Jesus wanted to be president, or Jesus would have selected Donald Trump to be president, or any of that, any of the stupid shit that they believe. They need help. Do an intervention. Try to step in, because it's really stupid. And I'm never going to be able to post this on the internet because it's bad. I shouldn't just be freestyling this stuff because I'll get kicked off of social media. Anyway, all right, I'm out. Bye.